What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to Living Life Fast. Today I have got such a sick race. I don't even think I've seen this done before, but we've got a superbike versus a supercar. We've got a Yamaha R1 versus a Mclaren 720S. This is my absolute dream car. McLaren is one of my favorite supercar brands, and I would easily say that this is probably one of the, if not the fastest supercar out there. The only cars you get quicker than these are like hypercars. But this is going to be a very interesting race because anytime I hear bikes get mentioned, everyone has this mindset that cars cannot keep up with bikes. But I'm telling you, a 720S is an extremely fast car. But anyway guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in a sec. What are you saying, Danny?
How's it going, mate?
Good. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for inviting me, bro.
Yamaha R1?
Yes, we are. We're here on the standard 2016 Yamaha R1,
yeah.
The model number being a 2CR with the silver engine. We are still standard for this year until it's more performance tuned for next year for a track orientated bike.
What kind of horsepower are we looking at then on this?
Spec wise, we're looking at a standard 197 brake with 83 foot-pounds of torque. And with this being a 200 kilo bike as well, probably added about another 10 kilos of my own custom paint to it as well, which is going to weigh it down.
Yeah. And you're up against a 720S.
Yeah, which should be interesting. So we've got something which is very lightweight, which is going to cut through that air.
Yeah.
Quite as dynamic as the bike, if you
That's right, yeah.
I think to address the issue with everyone thinking the R1M is more powerful, it's not. It's pretty much the same bike, but it's just more the electronics of the bike being gas-filled R1M suspension, which is done by Öhlins, and that's all kind of computerized, as well as the CCU, which allows you to log into a GPS signal on any track that you turn up to.
Okay, so performance-wise, straight line, there's not really...
No, not really much in it, to be fair, other than like if you're running like a decat system or you're running like an upgraded exhaust system with like upgraded spark plugs and air filter. This is still standard, but I am running a big bore Austin Racing exhaust system, which has given me a couple of horsepower extra, but it'd be nice to see how it performs.
Well Danny, good luck, mate.
Cheers, mate.
On to the McLaren, and in my opinion, when it comes to supercars, numbers wise, the 720S is the clear benchmark. Has a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine producing 710 horsepower and 568 foot-pounds of torque. Will do 60 in 2.8 seconds and 0 to 124 miles per hour in 7.8 seconds, with a top speed of 212 miles per hour. And these numbers are insane considering it's rear-wheel driven and weighs in at around 1400 kilos. This is going to be such an interesting race because although the bike has 500 less horsepower, it has an incredible power to weight ratio of almost 1000 bhp, which is 500 more than the McLaren. So place a comment below on who you think is going to win, and while you're at it, smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more drag race videos just like this. So let's start the video. What was that like then?
It's tidy. It's just the bumps do throw you off big time, but let's see on the second run.
Well, what happened? I don't know.
First start for me weren't too good.
Right. Did he pull you?
Yeah, he pulled me on the start,
Yeah.
but pretty much even all the way through.
Quicker than you thought though, the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew anyway.
Yeah.
From the moment we got here, I knew that we'd be cutting through the air really well.
Very aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Okay, second run, yeah?
Let's go.
Let's do it, man. Saying Danny boy?
Buzzing, man. Second gear pull off was more comfortable because of the torque of the engine.
Yeah.
I think I'd say up to about third gear, we're side by side. Fourth gear, up to about 170, it just starts slicing through the air.
Aerodynamics.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It
That's
just,
insane.
I say about half a car length ahead at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, very efficient, man.
But a very good race, yeah?
Beautiful.
Pretty even.
Pretty even. It's just finding where to hold the power down without the front coming up. So I think rolling starting second is a lot better for the bike, rather than it squatting in first and having to change up.
What a race. The 720S just stealing the win. You can clearly see the bike having issues with the front lifting, but once it gets going, a very close race. I'd say around the 150, 160 mile an hour mark is where the raw power of the 720S comes into its own. But let me tell you, I'm shocked at how fast and how well that 720S puts power down, especially being rear wheel drive. On the street would probably be a different outcome. In my experience, in the real world, coming up against bikes, they just seem to react and pick up speed much quicker, whereas a car requires a really good and dedicated driver. What was that like?
Better. I think learning the surface is it takes a lot out of the bike. Where we're used to road riding compared to this, it's just holding the front down. There's a lot of grip here, so.
And what was that run like? Did you get that
better.
one?
I think we got that one.
You got that one, yeah?
Yeah. Now that I know I've got to keep the front end down, then I can start playing.
So we're going to line up a roll race now. Really impressed with this McLaren 720S. We all know superbikes are extremely fast, but you know, you're talking is this the benchmark in supercars? I think the fastest supercar you can buy. I know there's probably the odd model that's maybe slightly quicker, but definitely the 720S is the benchmark. All the drag racing videos you watch, this car spanks everything. So seeing it spank a Yamaha R1, that is seriously impressive. So if you rewind the video, the R1 clearly jumps the line, catching the 720S completely off boost. And as you see, no matter how hard the McLaren tried to catch up, the R1 just kept walking away. And this is a point I always make in videos, that in a racing situation, all it requires is for one driver to jump or get on the throttle before, and there will be no catching back up, especially when it comes to high performance vehicles. And this is exactly why draggy is so cool. It takes away any driving error and shows which car is quicker, not which driver is quicker. Anyway, let's move on to the final race. About today then?
Do you know what? To be honest with you, you've got a different level of respect when it comes to high performance cars, especially once they're tuned with different surface changes. You wouldn't expect it to keep up as a standard car.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? So for me, I always knew the McLaren was going to be a lot more dynamic and air efficient, like through the power that it's got. But to not have to worry about pedestrians and other cars and stuff, it's one thing racing on the road.
Yeah.
Not that we condone that.
Overall, would you say that the car won, or?
Yeah,
car
I would say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with you, man, because by the time I adjusted to what the temperature of the floor and the tyre and trying to keep the front down, third, fourth gear, the bike's still lifting, so I'm not able to lay it down. But overall, top end, after about 170, the McLaren just pulls out by the time we hit that mile-long strip. So.
No. Well, look, Danny, man, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you, brother.
And yeah, man, next time we get it on again.
I'll bring something a little bit quicker.
Yeah, cool, man. So there you have it, 720S, clearly the winner. And I know someone below is going to mention a faster bike to race, and in time we'll make this happen. But today, I think it's cool we've demonstrated that cars can beat bikes when given the right conditions. And who knows, maybe the R1 will perform better next time. But for anyone interested, we did record some draggy times in the Mclaren, unfortunately not for the R1. But the 720S recorded the fastest 0 to 100 kilometers in 3.39 seconds, and its fastest quarter mile was 10.55 seconds at 139 miles per hour, and it did the standard half a mile in 16.33 seconds at 165 miles per hour. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and remember there's only 5 days left to enter for the Clio V6 competition. 21st of August is the absolute deadline, so make sure to grab a ticket ASAP. Link is in the description below. Thank you for watching.